Foraging on the surface is just harvesting food that's wild. When you forage, you interact with nature and you take from it, but what people don't realize is that you're giving to it at the same time. You look at what's already growing on its own and you adapt to that. In that sense, you're fitting into a system and you're eating what's already abundant. Hi, I'm Alan Muscat and this is No Taste Like Home. So we run about 400 tours a year, and we've been doing that for 25 years. We've been growing. We're here today, Cayuga. We're south of Asheville. We're going to go foraging on 1,400 acres. I think foraging is a basic skill. We have a birthright to be able to feed ourselves and house ourselves, and life ought to be easy that way. And if people knew how to forage, there would be enough here for everyone. What I see over and over again is people say this is a lot of fun and they aren't going to start foraging tomorrow, but they appreciate that they know that they can. It isn't some impossible thing. They could really do this.
The most exciting part about eating foraged foods for me is just trying new things and getting to taste food the way that it was intended. Nature creates these things, and as humans we've changed them and bred them and kind of done what we've decided to do with them. But when you start eating wild foods, you sort of go back to the way that the food was before humans changed it.
So what we do is typically a 3-hour tour, and we get together and we give a little intro, what to watch out for, what to keep in mind. We give you your equipment. We go out, show you a few things to pull out what's edible. We cook that up at the end, not all of it, but a sampling, and the bulk of it you get to take home if you want to cook up, or we have 5 restaurants that will prepare it, usually in an appetizer for free. But that's a really fun part of the experience, when you experience what we call fine dining.
I've always been interested in what you can pick and eat. I think a fundamental change in the way we all eat could be a meaningful thing that would help the planet. Not only is the food more nourishing, more meaningful, and more enjoyable, it also has a ripple effect that can help environmentally. It's the most important choice we make.
At No Taste Like Home, our mission is to help people feel at home wherever they are. And that's not just in nature. So the idea is, you can feel like you trust others, whether they're humans or plants or snakes or bugs or mushrooms. You don't have to be afraid of the world.
There's such a variety of things that we don't know are out there, and discovering new things, learning about new plants, and then you get to go ahead and eat them, preparing them, getting new tastes. There's just so many things to explore.
So, we're all in this together. We hear that a lot nowadays. But this really shows it, because we're in it with everything else in nature. And we have our own problems, but the biggest problem we have is what is going on with the planet. And that's the end of thousands of years of not being connected to where our food comes from. And when you forage, that is a spiritual experience. I belong here, I'm provided for, I'm at home. That's what I want people to feel when they forage.